Hi, I am Lauren Stratton, and I am looking at either purchasing or building a home. Insurance is required for both situations, and I have a lot of questions. With me is Chick Zoll of Don Jacobs Insurance Agency in New Bloomfield, Pennsylvania. Chick is an insurance broker with many years of experience. So Chick, get me started here. What do I need to know to start the process of obtaining homeowners insurance?
Thanks for asking, Lauren. I know it can be very confusing. So you gave me two scenarios. Let's look at building a home first. A mortgage company will require you to have hazard insurance on the structure during the course of construction. There are two ways of accomplishing this. First way is you can get a homeowner's policy that will cover the building and material while it is being built. After it is completed, the policy will revert to a normal homeowner's policy. Normally, insurance companies like this to be accomplished within 6 months.
Okay, Chick, but let's say that the contractor who is building it already told me that it will take about 12 months until it is done. He is building numerous homes and it will take some time to complete mine.
In some cases, Lauren, I suggest that the contractor insure the structure while it's being built, or if he says he can't, then you need to get what's called a builder's risk policy. This is a second option that I mentioned previously. A builder's risk policy will cover the structure and building materials during the course of construction. The date it is done is when you need to purchase a regular homeowner's policy.
All right, that explains the construction phase, but who tells me how much to insure the home for?
Question. What I'm going to tell you applies to either you having a home built or just buying an existing home. The mortgage company will require you to have a minimum building value for the amount of the loan. Here is the crux of that question. If there was a total disaster at the house and you wanted to rebuild it, that is the amount of building coverage you should insure the home for. Your insurance agent can help you determine this amount. I will tell you that it is more expensive to rebuild a home than it is to build a new home.
Thanks, Chick. I now have a better understanding of the construction side of this. So let's talk about an outright purchase of an existing home. What is involved with getting insurance for this?
First off, remember what I told you a moment ago. You want to insure the home for what it costs to rebuild. Real estate value and market value have nothing to do with the concept of rebuilding a home. Again, the mortgage company will require you to insure the structure for no less than the amount of the loan. But lots of times, that amount is not what it costs to rebuild. Most people want to rebuild, so that is the value you need to insure the place for. There are other scenarios where people don't want to rebuild, but that's a discussion for another day.
Okay, so you tell me what I need to insure the home for in order to rebuild it. I am sure that there are a lot of other questions you will have about the house I am buying. So tell me some things that you will ask me or that the insurance company will want to know.
There are numerous questions that should be asked by your agent before insuring the home. I personally like to go look at the home. In a few minutes, I can obtain lots of information. If you have a home inspection report, a lot of my questions can be answered by it. But if you don't have one, I need to do a little investigating. Two items of grave importance to the insurance companies are the information about your roof and electrical system.
Why do they care so much about these two items?
Because so many claims have their origin with them. An older roof can allow rainwater to come in the home and cause lots of damage. Missing shingles or shingles that are not laying flat anymore are potential problems, as is an older metal roof that has not been coated or sealed for a while, or a rubber roof that is old and is getting cracks in it. So I will want to know information about the roof. If it is a potential problem, I can tell you about it immediately so you can discuss it with your realtor. There's nothing worse than having a homeowner's policy and then having the insurance company come and inspect and they are not happy with the roof and you have to do something about it, and it could cause your policy to be canceled.
Wow, that would not be a good situation. I just bought the home and now I have to put a new roof on it at my expense. It should have been taken into consideration in the final purchase price of the home.
That's right, Lauren. And the same thing with electrical system in the house. Knob and tube wiring and aluminum wiring are not acceptable to insurance companies. These items must be replaced. A lot of insurance companies won't even issue a policy if you have these. However, as a broker, I do have a few companies that will issue the policy on the contingency that the wiring be replaced immediately after the purchase.
So that is one good reason to deal with a broker, I take it. You have numerous companies to write insurance with, and certain companies are good for specific situations that may exist.
That's the concept, Lauren. Another big issue with the insurance companies is the breaker box for the electrical wiring. There are two brands of breaker boxes that are fire hazards, Federal Pacific and Zinsco. Both of these need to be replaced. So if the home you are buying has either of these, talk to your realtor about getting them replaced before purchasing the house, or negotiate a price so that you can have it replaced immediately after the purchase.
I am sure that you would want to know about the other updates of things, like the heating system, plumbing, and windows, correct?
Yes, there are questions that I will ask you about. So after I do all of the fact finding, I will place a policy for you so the mortgage company will be satisfied. Let me tell you what happens next. You will be required to pay your first year's premium before or at settlement. Thereafter, the premium is included in your escrow account.
Now a big question for you, Chick. What can you tell me about flood insurance?
Flood insurance is usually a large variable in the insurance world. It is not part of your homeowner's insurance policy. Groundwater claims are excluded from all policies. You must purchase a separate flood policy, and the location of the house along with the mortgage company will determine if you need to purchase a policy. There are so many factors that go into the final rate. The flood zone that the federal government says your home is in according to their maps, the style and value of the home. These things all determine the cost. And you can have deductibles anywhere from $1,000 to $25,000. So there is not an easy answer to this question, Lauren. I will tell you that if you are required to have this, check for previous claims at this location so you can be prepared.
Chick, this has been very helpful. Do you have any final words of wisdom?
In the insurance world, there are lots of options available for getting homeowners insurance. Internet sales are fast and easy, but when it comes time to pay a claim, I'm positive that you want it to be covered. By utilizing an insurance broker like myself, who has taken the time to assess your new prized possession, your home, your chances of having a well-written policy are greatly enhanced. Remember, insurance is only a piece of paper till you need it, and then it better be written correctly. Lauren, thanks for asking all these questions, and I hope that this has helped answer a lot of the things that you didn't know about. Have a good day.